Time now for the PHL 5 p.m. news report for this Monday, October 13th, 2014. Good evening, everybody. Peter Wiggins here now. Your news headlines here are top story at 5 o'clock on this Monday evening here is Nina Pham is a nurse in Dallas who contracted the Ebola virus is being treated in Dallas. A close family, a friend has confirmed to NBC News on Monday. Senior clerks taking part in the review of Catholic teachings on the family have called on the church to adopt a more positive stance on homosexuality. Nearly 20 people are arrested in Ferguson, Missouri protest, according to the Ferguson police. The zombie apocalypse continues to be the lucrative for AMC. The Walking Dead Season 5 premieres hit new heights of 17.3 million views into the show's highest ratings ever. Game 3 of the American League Championship Series was postponed Monday because of incessant rain and a discouraging forecast for the remainder of the evening in Kansas City Major League Baseball nets. In Senlofir, Turkey did not on Monday reach any new agreement with the United States to allow the use of Suat Air Base in southern Turkey for attacks on the Islamic State militant group despite suggestions from the Obama administration. A patient who traveled to Liberia led a Braintree medical facility to close briefly on Sunday after the patient arrived complaining of symptoms associated with the Ebola virus, medical center authorities said. Happy Columbus Day, Boston. Best duties have well, could every electronic highway signs might make traffic delays even worse. Says, make your mind bad. Keep calm and drive right past best duty highway signs together. Respect the rules of the road. Here. Hong Kong. Hundreds of people joined on protest barriers in the heart of the Hong Kong's business district on Monday, scuffling with pro-democracy demonstrators who have occupied the street for 2 weeks. Oscar Pistorius is a court for the start of a sentencing hearing that will determine whether he serves jail time for killing of his girlfriend. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon has criticized Israeli housing expansion in East Jerusalem and called on Palestinians and Israelis to resume his talks over a peace agreement. The streets of Midtown are filled with red, white, and green on Monday for the 70th annual Columbus Day Parade in New York City. Nearly 40 million Americans have faced the threat of severe thunderstorms, hail, and possible tornadoes on Monday. Forecasting warned one person was killed and 4 were injured when a strong storm swept for Ashdown, Arkansas. Starting Monday, gay couples in Alaska may request the necessary documents of marriage due to a court ruling that after 16 years revoked the constitutional amendment banning such unions. A historic turn on the international battle against sexual abuse by priests may have begun today in St. Paul, Minnesota for the first time in 30 years. The world's leading clergy sex abuse litigator, Jeff Anderson, stood with two high-ranking Catholic priests. Washington, Texas gubernatorial candidate Monday Davis Duncan, Monday in the face of heavy criticism in a campaign ad invoking an accident that paralyzed her Republican opponent Greg Abbott for the race down and left him rely on the use of a wheelchair. The stock market ended sharply at lower after a late afternoon sell-off on Monday as also extended a downturn in the market from last week that gave the leading index to the worst weekly performance in more than 2 years. Competition is at the very heart of capitalism and drives firms to make better products at lower prices and gives the customers the ability to choose a provider the best service and needs. In Detroit, shares of Fiat Chrysler automobiles jumped as the market opened on Monday but fell in the morning and were flat at midday after making their debut on the New York Stock Exchange. Allianz attempt to buy T-Mobile is now over after French telecom company said its latest offer to T-Mobile had been rejected. Some 500 MB of images were stolen. Majority effective users are Swedish, Norwegian, and American. As after the word spread last week that some 200,000 Snapchat photos had been leaked out like third parties, SnapSafe said. You may need to be a Google search way for immediate access to professional medical advice. The search engine China test a new feature that urges people Googling illnesses or symptoms to jump on a video call with a medical professional. Samsung 60 GHz Wi-Fi technology provides speeds up to 4.6 Gbps, 5 times faster than today's tech allows. This image required and released by Esquire shows actress Penelope Cruz on the November 2014 cover of Esquire magazine. The magazine that named Cruz the Sexiest Woman Alive for 2014. Polly Hebert, Iggy Azalea top nominee at American Music Awards. Scientists have warned that the type of race of freshwater mussel possesses a considerable danger to the environment and the economy of the United Kingdom. U.S. Air Force Minister said its space plane, the X-37B, is about to come back to Earth after more than 2 years in orbit on a mission the military won't tell as much as about. Enhanced Ebola is screened to start at Heathrow Airport tomorrow as the government prepares for the deadly disease to come to Britain. New York, about 40 million major medical conditions in the U.S. can be blamed on smoke, according to a study by health officials. A chemical found in broccoli, cauliflower, and other cruciferous vegetables may reduce symptoms of autism spectrum disorder, suggests a new study published in the Journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. Alton, Massachusetts police said they will work with federal authorities as they investigate graphic and violent threats that have been made against a local family. Friends actually look up with a Rhode Island photojournalist who has infected with the Ebola virus and asking more than $500,000 to help pay for what they expect to be more than $500,000 in medical expenses of money here. In Springfield, Massachusetts, police there have responded to a reported shooting in the area of 181 Nursery Street in the Liberty Heights afternoon on Monday afternoon in the Liberty Heights neighborhood. Andover, Massachusetts, a motor vehicle accident rolled over on Interstate 93 northbound against 45. The River Road off-ramp single vehicle rolled over no entrapment. As 5 Massachusetts State Police troopers on the scene, and Andover Police Department also say that when it fired possible injury. In Warren, Massachusetts, this body officers involved in 2013 July incident which occurred in Westport will be honored as Supreme Head of the Massachusetts State Police at a ceremony. In Boston, an actress bravery patients that allowed this critical incident to be resolved without bloodshed or significant injury to everyone involved. Man shot to death at Pearl Brook Streets in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Thousands of firefighters, family, and friends gathered Monday morning to remember fallen Hartford firefighter Kevin Bell. Take a look at stock market reports on this Columbus Day. Dow Jones 63.21.07, down 223.03. S&P 500 1874.74, down 31.39. Nasdaq 4213.66, down 62.58. Next, 8812.43, up 23.62. FTSE 6366.24, up 26.27. And CAC 4078.70, up 4.99. Asian markets here. Nikkei 15300.55, up 170. Nikkei 15300.55, down 170.38. Shanghai 2366.10, down 8.44, and HSI 23143.38, up 54.84. Oil markets $84.90, down 92 cents. Brent $88.06, down $2.15, and natural gas 3.917, up 58,000 point. Gold markets 1235.8, up 14.10. Silver 17.475, up 172,000 point. And copper 3.043, up 8,000 points. US 10-year yield 2.2857 change. Germany 10-year yield 0.895%, up 1,000 point. And Japan 10-year yield 0.503%, up 1,000 point. European US dollar 1.2763, up 1,000 point. US dollar Japanese yen 106.77, down 600 point. And Great Britain pound US dollar 1.6494, up 1,000 point. Peter, Channel News time is now 5:08, and it is time now for a little travel report here on this Columbus Day evening here. Okay. Take a look at traffic here at 5:09 here. And it shows Route 6 on the westbound side a little slow in Hyannis. Southeast Expressway southbound side slow from the Pike down from Dorchester. 120 to the southbound side slow from 95 and Pimlico all the way down from 93 to Reading. 128 southbound a little slow from Route 3 in Burlington all the way down from the Pike. Mass Pike to the eastbound side slow from I-84 to Sturbridge. Mass Pike westbound slow from 146 to Charlton West area in Central Massachusetts and the 495 on the southbound side slow from Andover all the way down from Route 2 in Littleton. That's because due to the accident on 495 and Andover here, so trust us some extra time in that area here. Otherwise, a smooth sailing commute on this Club Estate evening 93 on the northbound side, a little slow in Salem, New Hampshire, and 93 southbound is backed up from 101 to 93 in Manchester, New Hampshire to the Massachusetts border in New Hampshire here. Peter Chaladusa, 511, ta-da, for a little weather report here. Current conditions here in North Massachusetts here. At 5 o'clock here. 62 degrees overcast skies. Humidity at 67%. Wind speed southwest about 8 miles per hour and dew point about 51 degrees. The visibility of 10 miles. Current conditions man region here. It is 60 is the water temperature. 63 in Boston, 62 in Fitchburg, 61 in Bedford, 62 in Beverly, 59 in Gloucester, 61 in Naperville, 57 in Worcester, 59 in Sturbridge, 60 in Webster, 63 in Milford, 61 in Norwood, 63 in Taunton, 62 in New Bedford, 63 in Plymouth, 61 in Provincetown, 59 in Cheltenham, 63 in Falmouth, 60 in Cape Cod Bay, 62 in Martha's Vineyard, 59 in Nantucket. It's 64 in Block 9, 65 in Westerly. It's 63 out in Smithfield, 65 in New York City, 64 in Islip, 65 in Montauk, 65 in Bridgeport, 64 in New Haven, 64 in Block outside, 65 in New Haven, 61 in Denver, 59 in Waterbury, 63 in Meriden, 62 in Hartford, 63 in Winslow, 59 in Springfield, 54 in Amherst, 55 in Greenfield, 56 in Pittsfield, 59 in North Adams, 62 in Albany, New York, 61 in Bennington, Vermont, 58 in Bradford, Vermont, 59 in Keene, New Hampshire, 56 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, 60 in Concord, New Hampshire, 61 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 62 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 60 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 61 up in Portland, Maine. Here. Our map situation around the nation here, and it shows station front from southeastern California, stretching down for the great southwest, down from northern Mexico, cold front from northeast Mexico, down from southeastern Texas, down to Louisiana, central Mississippi, western Tennessee, Kentucky, down from Missouri, pink front from Missouri, and a warm front from Illinois, down to Indiana, northern Ohio, and a cold front from north central Texas up the Plain States up to the middle of Mississippi Valley, and a station front up in the Minnesota, stretching up into Ontario. And a cold front from central Manitoba, down from northern Ontario. Stationary front from Alabama down from Georgia and stretching out to sea. A cold, a warm front, and a pink front collided together in British Columbia, bringing the usual rain to the west coast, to the Pacific Northwest. There, a low pressure with a front by down for the California coast, and a front by with a low down for the Gulf of California and Mexico. Front by from northeast Mexico, stretching hugging the southeastern Texas coast. Front by from northeastern Texas down for central Arkansas here. And we got low pressure western Minnesota, northeastern Oklahoma, southeastern Texas, and northwestern Mexico. Here we got high pressure eastern Idaho, eastern Nevada, western Colorado, and southeastern New Mexico. Here 73 degrees on temperature right now in Pittsburgh. It's 67 out of Washington, D.C. 82 in Atlanta, Georgia, 89 in Miami, and in Brownsville, Texas, it's 63 out of Dallas, Texas, 55 out of Kansas City, 63 in Chicago, 61 in Detroit, 54 in Omaha, Nebraska, 55 in Minneapolis, it's 59 in Great Falls, Montana, 61 out in Seattle, 77 in San Francisco, Las Vegas, 72 in Los Angeles, and 85 in Phoenix, Arizona, 59 in Salt Lake City, Utah, 58 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's 55 out in Denver, Colorado. Where? Take a look at the maps. Radar situation here shows some spotty rain showers by northeastern Ontario down from western Quebec. Spotty rain showers from central New York State down from north central Pennsylvania. Spotty rain showers from south New Jersey. Spotty rain showers in central North Carolina and northeastern South Carolina. And spotty rain showers from southern the Florida Panhandle onto the Florida Gulf Coast. But this is a line of showers and storms from southeastern Texas and stretching it up the Mississippi Valley and up into Illinois, Wisconsin, and down from Iowa, down from western Kansas State, eastern Kansas Northeastern, Oklahoma Southeastern, Nebraska can be hail, winds, and a few tornadoes can be ruled out here as the Major League Baseball was ran in their decision of canceling game number 3 between the Kansas City Royals and the Baltimore Orioles to tomorrow due to the weather here. So, I respect the Major League Baseball for making that decision because you don't want a lot and lots and lots of baseball fans cheering their team in this torrential rain and lightning here because the Major League Baseball doesn't want anybody to get hurt here, so they are thinking about their fans very well and moving game number 3 to Tuesday. So I agree with the Major League Baseball decision here. Meanwhile, Atlanta rain showers for Washington State, down for southwestern portions of British Columbia. Atlanta rain showers, a few sleet pelts in the eastern portion of British Columbia and western portions of Alberta, and some spotty rain showers in western portions of Saskatchewan here. And take a look at, and this is a cell that is tornadic here, east of Youngstown, Florida, and it's going to be headed towards extreme southwestern Georgia in the next few minutes. So those of you in that path, stay, take some shelter, and take cover here, and be safe. And take a look at satellite loop here, and it shows line of clouds coming from New England and then stretching up to the Great Lakes and then stretching down to Mississippi Valley down on the western Gulf Coast down to eastern Texas here and stretching down in the eastern Plains states, and a line of clouds from west central South Dakota down to western Nebraska down to eastern Colorado, and a line of clouds from northwestern Colorado down to Wyoming down to Wyoming and the eastern Idaho down to Montana, and a line of clouds coming from Oregon and Washington State up to the British coming and stretching that to sea here. Okay, let's take a look at what is brewing in the tropics here. As remnants of Faye here has dissipated at 5 p.m. on October 13th, so while Faye disappears, Gonzales now are Cat 1 hurricane with 75 mile per hour winds. Gusts with moving northwest by 12 miles per settled location, 17.9 to the north, 62.9 to the west. Moving northwest by 12 miles per hour is Gonzales becomes a hurricane while moving from the northerly leeward out. So the initial straight is likely a change within its advisory. As somebody watches waters in effect, a hurricane warning is in effect for British Virgin Islands and St. Martin and St. Martin and Anguilla. A hurricane watch is effect for Puerto Rico, Vegas, and Calabar, and U.S. Virgin Islands. A tropical warning is effect for St. Bartholomew, Saba, and St. Eustatius, Barbuda, Antigua, St. Kitts and Nevis, Montserrat, Puerto Rico, Vegas, and Calabar, and U.S. Virgin Islands. As a hurricane warning, that means that hurricane conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area, and in this case within 12 hours. Preparation to protect life and property should be rushed to completion. Hurricane watch means that hurricane conditions are possible within watch area, in this case in the next 12 hours. Tropical warning means that tropical conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area, and for storm information specific to your area in the United States, and quote possible inland watches and warnings, and please monitor the products issued by local national weather service, forecast office, and storm information specific to your area outside the United States. Please monitor products by your National Meteorological Service. Here. At 5 p.m. Atlantic time, 20 units say the center of Hurricane Gonzales was located by an Air Force Reserve reconnaissance aircraft in the Guadalupe radar near latitude 17.9 to the north, longitude 62.9 to the west, and Gonzales moving toward the northwest near 12 miles per 19 kilometers an hour. And this general motion is expected to continue for Tuesday, and the forecast director center of the Gonzales will continue to move from the northward leeward on tonight, be near just east of the Virgin Islands tonight, and early Tuesday and emerge over the open Atlantic Ocean by Tuesday afternoon. Reports from the reconnaissance aircraft indicate that maximum sustained winds are increasing near 75 miles per 120 kilometers an hour, with higher gusts and additional strength is forecast during the next 48 hours. And Gonzales could become a major hurricane by Wednesday when it was located over the open Atlantic Ocean. Hurricane force winds extend upwards up to 10 miles 20 kilometers from the center of Trump, so force winds extend upwards up to 105 miles 165 kilometers an hour. The minimum central pressure recently measured by the aircraft was 94 millibars at 29.6 inches here. And with hurricane condition will continue to spread fat thing. Hurricane warning area tonight and early Tuesday. Hurricane condition has possible window to hurricane watch area. Tonight and early Tuesday with tropical conditions expected by this evening. Tropical condition will continue to spread over portions of the warning area and the lee wind outs today. And note that wind speeds at top and the windward. Sides of hills and mountains are often up to 30% stronger than indicated in this advisory. Some elevated locations that can be even greater. Rainfall. Gonzales expected to produce total rainfall amounts up to 4 to 8 inches with an estimated maximum total of 12 inches possible across the Leeward Islands. And the British and U.S. Virgin Islands, Gonzales expected to produce total rainfall accumulation up to 3 to 6 inches across Puerto Rico with an estimated maximum total of 10 inches possible. Storm surge. A dangerous storm surge will raise water levels by as much as 1 to 3 feet above normal tide levels in areas of onshore flood and the hurricane water area and surface swells draining from Gonzales are begin affected Leeward Islands from Dominican northward, and swells will begin affecting the United States and British Virgin Islands. And this evening will be reaching the northern coast of Puerto Rico tonight. These swells are likely to cause life-threatening and surf and rip current conditions. Please consult products from your local weather office. Here. Okay, there's disturbance number 1. Here is a broad area of low pressure located more than 1,000 miles east of the lesser tails to produce and disorganized showers and thunderstorms. The development area of this disturbance should be slow to occur while it moves slowly northwestward. Formation chance for us. Low 10% formation chance for 5 days. Low 20%. Here. Okay, let's take a look at Eastern Pacific. Nothing more than Eastern Pacific, so take a look at Central Pacific here. And Central Pacific, Hurricane Center will be Indonesian advisory at 11 a.m. Hawaiian time on newly formed tropical pressure Tuesday looking about 1150 miles east southeast of Honolulu. Right, no tropical cyclone expected at late Tuesday night. Here. And the latest on Bong Fong here. Scale is large and intensity. Nothing. Center position north 13.40. To the north 140.55 to the east and northeast 65 kilometers an hour and center pressure 95 HPA. Maximum sustained wind speed 30 miles per 40 meters. Wind speed gusts to the south. Air 50 knot winds or more. South 240 kilometers and north 190 kilometers and area 30 knot winds or more. Southeast 750 kilometers and northwest 560 kilometers. Here. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast succession around the country. Here, the severe weather risk moves slowly eastward over the next couple of days with a slight risk of the southeast and Tuesday intermission chance along the east coast on Wednesday as slow moving system will bring an increase in chance of heavy rains, especially across the upper Great Lakes and the lower Mississippi Valley and across the Appalachians. Wet onshore flow will also bring some significant rainfall to the Pacific Northwest coast with 2 to 3 inch amounts also possible from the northern California to western Washington. A larger slow moving system will be affecting the eastern half of the day. U.S. Thursday, its main impact will be widespread rainfall, some severe weather, and mild temperatures. Give away to cooler temperatures, but no extremes in temperatures are expected during this period. Lower pressure will bring both northeastward across the Mississippi Valley towards the Midwest back Tuesday, while a slow moving cold front moves eastward, reaching the East Coast by Wednesday. While the greatest severe weather and threat is likely today, the risk of risk of some severe thunderstorms, flash flooded accident, turning across the southeast, celestial chances across the Tennessee and Ohio valleys on Tuesday. Moderate winds will be exist on the East Coast on Wednesday, but the big threat will be rainfall. Heaviest rain will be greater than 2 inches possible across the upper Midwest, the southeast, and the portions of the Appalachians. That's cold weather fall beyond the cold front and some instability showers remain in the cooler air across the Midwest, Ohio, and Tennessee valleys and Appalachians by Wednesday. Active weather pattern is expected to start moving to the Pacific Northwest tonight with subsequent impulses of Pacific moisture coming ashore over the next few days, and the rainfall amounts of the immediate coastline could be 3 inches or greater over the next few days from northern California, western Ohio, Oregon, and Washington as snow levels start to come down to the Cascade Sea. That the greatest likelihood of snow during this period as after a frost tonight over Colorado. Significant warmer trend is expected over the next few days. Here. Okay, take a look at our forecast discussion around the country here. Now, here in the region, here high pressure stalls over the Western Atlantic throughout the middle of the week with conditions becoming warm and muggy and widespread rain with admitted heavy showers, possible thunderstorms. Impact the region by late Thursday with conditions improve briefly prior to another round of showers beyond which cool and dry air conditions filter across the region over the weekend. Near term until 6 a.m. Tuesday morning. 3:30 p.m. update. High pressure has moved offshore today to the center and southeast of Nantucket. This allowed an overcast deck of clouds to move across southern New England and northwest. Loud winds have shifted to the south and southwest, which is bringing more humid air to the region. Overnight, not much change overall pattern of high pressure still situated southeast of the Nantucket. This mid-level ridge along the eastern seaboard, southwesterly winds, increase in moisture as the turbulent will allow a few scattered showers to develop overnight, mainly west of the Connecticut River Valley. I expect there just a few hundreds of precipitation with these showers. Low temperatures will be significantly warmer than previous tonight, with dew points into the 40s and possibly 50s overnight, and low temperatures will drop down to the 50s and even low 60s across the southeast. So Massachusetts coastal plain, and finally increase in low-level moisture could result in petrobog development. And let's take a look at weather notes here. It's going to be way above normal, breezy all week, rain by Thursday, water temperature 60 degrees, and tomorrow's high, 66 and 73 degrees at a 60, Wednesday and a Thursday at tap. Here, and Tuesday we'll see 70, Wednesday 72, Thursday 73, and Friday 76 degrees. And tonight's lows, we will see a temperature range of 49 to 60 degrees here. And warmer and more humid air is headed for New England here, and temperatures will top out around 70 on Tuesday and in the mid-70s on Wednesday. Humidity will also be climbing. Dew points will be around 60 on Tuesday and 6 to 65 degrees on Wednesday. While humidity will not be oppressive, it will be noticeable here. Excuse me. Here now your 7-day forecast goes like this here. Tonight, clouds got low about 53 degrees, upward about 6 miles coming calm evening. Tuesday, clouds and gradually becoming most of the sky about 70 degrees, slight south wind increasing to 5 to 9 miles per hour in the morning. Tuesday night, increasing clouds will lower 6 degrees, southward about 3 to 6 miles per hour. Wednesday, most of the sky got high about 67 degrees, and light south wind increasing to 6 to 11 miles per hour in the morning. Winds could gust at 21 miles per hour. Wednesday night, chance of showers may after 2 a.m., punch mark after 3 a.m. or west. Most of the clouds got low about 62 degrees, and southward about 6 miles per hour. Because precipitation is 30%. Thursday, showers likely, then showers are likely possibly a thunderstorm after 11 a.m. Some storms produce heavy rain. Punch mark before 9 a.m. wise. High near 71 degrees and precipitation is 8%. For that, showers possibly a thunderstorm before 1 a.m. Then showers likely, some storms could produce heavy rain. Punch mark after 10 p.m. Low around 57 degrees and chance of precipitation is 9%. Friday, chance of showers. Punch mark before 9 a.m. wise. Mostly sunny sky about 69 degrees and precipitation is 40%. Friday night, punch mark after 1 a.m. wise. Punch clouds got low about 52 degrees. Saturday, punch mark before 9 a.m. wise. Most of the sky about 68 degrees. Saturday night, punch clouds got low at 47 degrees. Sunday, most of the sky about 62 degrees. Saturday night, punch clouds got low about 41 degrees. And for Monday, most of the sky about 59 degrees. Bears, what a phase of the evening. A cloudy Monday on tap. And a warm stretch on tap. This page was about good evening with good positive. I'll be back for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news for this Monday night. Have a good evening. I'll see you at 11 o'clock. Have a good evening.